I'm going to be apologizing for making a mistake, for saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven.
Papa Adeboye apologizing about the message he preached about if you don't pay tithe, you go to hell. Now he's changing the talk. He's apologizing. That's a good step. Just listen to him first.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. That's not in the Bible. What the Bible says is, he had peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Now, let me tell you, listen to me. You know, it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time. I prove it to you. I mean, I'm a scientist, so I know that. For years, we taught that light travels in straight lines. Now, is that correct? At least those of you who know a little bit of physics will say, sure, but light doesn't bend at corners, it goes straight. But later on we discover it's not just not straight as a rod. Light travels in waves, going one direction, but in waves. It is wrong to limit you to 10%. At a time when some of you should be 20%, 30%, 40%, 10% should be for beginners. Giving should be violently.
When people began raising complaint and murmuring about all the messages that these men were preaching, some of you will say, hey, don't talk, don't criticize men of God, we should just accept everything they say. If everybody had kept quiet, people would keep preaching heresies, keep preaching wrong and false doctrine, using fear to intimidate people. But thank God for social media, for people like Dr. Adeboye, people like Daddy Freeze, and people like me, too, I was always talking about these things. I know my Bible. I have read my Bible in and out, from Genesis to Revelation, up to 3 times. There is nothing anybody can tell me. I'm glad that he apologized. I'm also glad because you see the Bible says judgment will start from the house. We are all looking for asking that to go to we're all asking and saying we need revolution. It will start from the house of God. Many things that they have preached that were errors, they will begin to correct them. We're waiting for them. More of them are coming. We're all believers. We all know the Bible. The Bible says that the Berea Christians went to check the Bible if what Paul and the apostles preached to them were true. We read the Bible, we know what the Bible is saying. That's a good step.